Welcome to Caribbean Vibrations. On today's show, we bring you an exclusive interview and performances by Grammy-Award Winning Producer, Songwriter, and Engineer Wyclef Jean. Clef shares with us his views on Haiti, Yele, Soca music, and also lets us in on his new track, I Swear, right now on Caribbean Vibrations. You're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV, and we're here at the 2016 World Creole Music Festival in Dominica with the one and only Mr. Wyclef Jean. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. Everything is great. How y'all doing out there? Your boy Wyclef, we back.
That's true, you're back, but you never really left because, you've always been around doing lots of great music. Now, you're an artist who's done a lot of things with different Caribbean artists, Beanie, Marshall, everybody. What do you think can help soca music, I'm talking about soca music, to get a bit more mainstream love?
A lot of mainstream artists is already capitalizing on the soca rhythm. I really call it the African movement, you know what I mean? Because what happened is, to be strong, you can't separate the music. What happens is, like I love Marshall, but it's the same way I love Morgan, you know what I mean? Same way I love Shakira, same way I love Akon, same way I love, Thugger, you know what I mean? So, and a Diplo, them man, have the big sound system, Major Lazer, long before them blow, like in that term. So, really, I tell the whole Caribbean, it's your time now, you know what I mean? So, it's like, so back in the days, you had like, the reggae was crazy, and I feel like the soca now is like the new reggae in a sense, just as popular music. So now it has a space, you know what I mean? So I tell all the Caribbean artists, just, make sure like, you capitalize on it. Don't be scared to come out and do new music, new sounds, new sonics, you know what I mean? It's your time.
And that's very important because you're an artist. Play guitar, produce the music. What influences you?
Well, a lot of people don't know, but I have two big influences. One is sound system. So like my cousin gave me my first sound system tape. I think I was like 14 years old, and it was like Stone Love, you know what I mean? So I build like, my whole thing is built like from a sound system, and then the other side of my brain, I've been a jazz major since I was like 14. So by the time I was 17, I was like a jazz prodigy, competing like throughout all of America. And I came from Haiti when I was 10 years old. So by the time I was 17, I was competing. I was inspired by like Quincy Jones, So when people was listening to Michael Jackson, I wanted to hear the guy that was doing the music for Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? So for me, I'm an all-arounder, but I love artists first, because I think with my producer's brain first, I think like when I see artists, I'm more a fan first, and then I think, wow, what kind of music I could do for the artist. That's why I get very excited.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell our Caribbean Vibrations viewers?
Yeah, big up, the whole Caribbean. You already know what it is. We got a new single. It's officially coming out. Like, we put 2 songs out to warm up the place, and now we're ready again. And this one is called I Swear. It's me featuring Young Thugger, produced by my man Marley. And the Sonics is gonna trip you out. Y'all gonna see, you know what I mean? Like, cause when we Caribbean people do it, we do it to remind them of what we do. So that's the first joint. And then the official first EP come out last week of January. It's called Juve, you know what I mean? So
Juve.
Yeah, yes. It's gonna be Juve, very Caribbean inspired. So look out for that. And like I said, a carnival man back. Not when we say like we back, like we really left music in the sense of, try to help my country, you know what I mean? And in the process of that, I feel like the man tried to Marcus Garvey me, you know what I mean? Because Marcus Garvey, he had an idea, and his idea was, when he was looking at the way the man was moving trade around the world, he was like, hold up, why can't we black people move trade around the world? That's the same thing I did with my foundation. So when I started my foundation, Yele, I was like, why every time there's a disaster, why we as Caribbean people constantly have to depend on Red Cross and different big NGOs, helicopters, boats, all kind of stuff. And I said, but at the end of the day, if you put all of us Caribbean people together, just in the diaspora alone, the money transfer that comes back into the Caribbean, you're talking about billions of dollars, not millions of dollars. So my thing was like, you know, them try, you know what I mean, everything they can, but you can't turn my people against me because they know the real Wyclef, the real. So when y'all, you know, when people is up on the internet, I encourage y'all, make sure that you're reading the truth and be on the right part of history, you know what I mean? So in that sense, we saying like we back in the music space, and we're gonna do what we came to do, but at the same time, you know, we ain't gonna forget our Caribbean people. We're gonna move together and we're gonna have fun.
Thank you so much, Wyclef.
Bless.
All right.
Zin.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations TV.
I would say, I mean, the first thing that, you know, for me when it comes to CARICOM, you know, the most important thing is the idea of trade for me, you know. I feel like the entire Caribbean can be in a better position of trade. I feel sometimes with our natural resources, like we selling ourselves short, you know what I mean? And I think we as the Caribbean, we're very strong. Like, you have billionaires coming into your country and capitalizing off of you. And at the same time, you know, we're not capitalizing. So I think like if the leaders, you know what I mean, the prime ministers, the presidents, they really get together, strengthen policy, strengthen trade. When you have trade and make trade stronger, we can be stronger. You would be surprised with the whole Caribbean how much rice is getting imported to you when you should be exporting it, you know? So things like that, you know what I mean? I don't think like, you know, a lot of people like me too much because I represent for the young generation and I'm gonna always tell the truth, you know what I mean? You know, the first thing is I feel like my foundation got targeted and got set up the same way they set up Marcus Garvey. You know, I had an idea the same way when Marcus was like, yo, you know, why, you know, are they the only ones bringing ships over? Like, why can't we have trade where we bring in big ships over? So for me, when I started my foundation, I was like, you know, I can be my own Red Cross. So in Haiti, I had helicopters, I had boats, I was transferring things and I was helping. So I would say, as we move forward, do not give money to anybody. Do not give money to anybody unless you personally feel engaged and you part of the foundation personally, or you're gonna get on an airplane yourself and you're gonna take the goods and give it to the people. Trust me, the people, before you give them money, bring them the goods themselves. Go to a small town, trust me, if you help 50 people, that's gonna be more than most foundations do, trust me. You know, I ran to be president, but they took me out the race, you know what I mean? They took me out of, because they said I had dual citizenship, which was a lie. I didn't have dual citizenship. But I understand why they took me out the race, because they were scared. And you know, they should be scared. But even though they're scared, they have to get wise. Because what happens is if you don't get wise, in a minute, all of the youth in the entire Caribbean is gonna figure it out. It's just a matter of time. The internet is real, information is real. And if we want to save our youth, it's important that we work in the rural areas where there's poverty and we help these youth. We electing senators and different people that are responsible for different regions. If they don't do their job, trust me, remember I tell you that it's gonna come a time where the youth is gonna be fed up, and we don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm trying to encourage them to all do the right thing now, you know what I mean?
Okay, this is the final question, ladies and gentlemen. Wyclef, what's next for you and how can we help spread your message?
Man, it's all love, you already know. We got the single I Swear coming, and then the first EP comes out at the end of January. It's called Juve, very Caribbean inspired. And I'm part of a small label called Heads Music, and also we're a technology company, Software. So my next play is I've invented an algorithm that takes sound from stereo to super stereo. So it's gonna work on headphones, phones, cars, and all that. I came up with that. I have a partnership with a crew out of Singapore called Creative Labs, and I'm an engineer by trade. You know, a lot of times people don't pay attention to the score. The score, I did it in my uncle's basement. It wasn't done in no studio. That's how advanced I am when it comes to frequency and sound, you know what I mean? Other than that, you know, I plan to continue to help Haiti, but the entire Caribbean. I'm gonna keep preaching the message, and thank you, and all of the musicians keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? Artists and everybody. Thank you to the media.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations. Give us a call at 416-451-8596 or email us at caribbeanvibrationstv@gmail.com.
Caribbean vibration.